Hey, fourth grade, Mr. Sweet, coming at you with a really cool project. Now, before we start and before I discuss day one, what we're doing for our going on a vacation project, the fourth grade teachers, we really felt that it was time to take a break from the normal math problems and to have a little fun. But we also want you to really use this document and this project to show how much it would cost to go on a dream vacation. We've been on lockdown now for about 4 weeks, and who knows when this quarantine will be lifted. But I guarantee when it's lifted, we're all going to be traveling, trying to get out of the house and go somewhere. So I want to challenge you guys to really not just make this another assignment, but a true planner. Because if you can go to mom or dad or your parents and show you've done all the work, here's the airfare costs, here's the hotel costs, here's the admission, food costs. And if you can show them all the itemized expenses, they're probably going to want to go. They're like, instead of just going to your parents saying, hey, I want to go to Disneyland or I want to go to Kings Island, Cedar Point, they're like, yeah, well, okay, that's probably a lot of money. But if you can do the work and show them how much it would really cost, your parents would probably be more inclined to go on your vacation. And I think it would mean a lot coming from you guys. As far as showing your parents, hey, this is really where I want to go and this is what it would cost. Something tells me if you do your hard work these next 3 days, you put in the data, you put in the actual expenses, and you show them all the stuff, the data, so to speak, you're going to be going on vacation after this quarantine's over. Okay. So let's do our day one overview. You are going on vacation day one. All right. Before we get started, here we go. A little bit of vacation music, and you are going on vacation day one. So dream vacation. Want to convince your parents to go on a dream vacation after the COVID-19 quarantine is over? Plan your trip carefully and show mom or dad your itemized cost expenses. How can they say no to a vacation that is already planned out? Just like we talked about. You will plan your trip and you will go with you and your family using a budget. At the end of the budget, you will know exactly how much your dream vacation will cost. Keep your total budget under $5,000. Again, the cheaper the better. Yeah, don't go over $5,000, but less is better. Especially during these times. Your trip will be for 5 days. Okay, your costs will include transportation, food, accommodations, and activities. So there are some questions, and when I scroll down and I highlight this first question, all you're going to do is choose a destination for your trip. And it says here, pause. And I mean pause. Take your time on this one. It is the most important one of the entire project. So what do I mean by it's the most important one? Well, we want you to really pause and stop and think about where you want to go. Put some thought into it, some thought that a place you want to go, and maybe a thought where, maybe some of your family would like to go. But this will be the most important question you answer because everything is going to be centered around your destination. Make it realistic too. Don't say, yeah, mom, I'm ready to go to Paris. Well, okay. I mean, just think of the airline cost for Paris. You're looking at $1,500 a ticket, round trip, cost, all that. Is that reasonable? No. Think of a reasonable vacation. And this is, again, where you want to pause and really take your time. And then once you do that, go ahead and put your answer right below. We're going to scroll down. So I will scroll down this way. And who is going with you? Keep in mind, you will have to find a cost for all that are going. So, for example, your airline costs $300, your hotel's $200, food $300, whatever it is. Say it comes up to like, I don't know, maybe $800 for you. Okay, that's fine, but you got to also remember you're going to have to multiply times the amount of people are going. So we're going to go up to 5. Next question, will you drive or fly? So that's important because we have some calculations below to tell you where to go. If you're going to drive or fly, how to get that cost. So that's important too. Some of us like to drive. I know Mrs. Sweet and I, we've driven cross country from California to Indiana. several times, and we just like to stop and see cool things along the way. Now, if you don't have, all that time, obviously you're going to fly, get there in a short amount of hours. Next question: what activities are you interested in doing there? So, what do you want to eat food? Do you want to ride roller coasters? Do you want to go to the beach? Going to Disneyland? Are you going to, which park are you going to look at? You're going to look at the Star Wars theme. What are you interested in? Just kind of get it out there. That is section 1. Now we're going to section 2, transportation. Are you flying? Now, think about it. If you're flying, we got some websites here you could use. So you have your Travelocity. You may have to type this into a web browser unless we get the hyperlink fixed, www.travelocity.com. And you can look at www.expedia.com as well. So when you go there, you just put where you're leaving from, Indianapolis Airport, and where your destination city is going to. Okay. So again, those are pretty cool websites. And with that information, you're going to put what is your departure date, what airport are you leaving from, where are you arriving to, so where are you going to, what is your return date, what airport are you leaving from, and that means coming, what airport are you going to leave from coming home. So say if I decide to go to Tampa, Florida, I'm going to be leaving from Tampa, arriving to Indianapolis. The most important part of section 2 is what is the total cost of all of your travelers. Remember, your airline ticket has to be round trip. You got to come home, right? And remember also, don't forget your family members. You got to include them. Okay. Don't just calculate the airline cost for yourself. You're going to have to multiply, and you may have to multiply by how many members are coming. All right. So again, if you're flying, this section is for you. If you're driving, section 3, this is for you. So transportation, are you driving? You notice to put in parentheses, skip if you are flying. Okay. I will recommend, you could do both. If you want to do a cost comparison, maybe you can say, well, hey, mom or dad, this is how much it costs to fly. And this, maybe you can throw the time in there. I didn't include that in the questions, the time. However, that could be a conversation if you want to include the time as well. So maybe it costs more to fly, but how much time are you saving? But you don't have to do both. You're welcome to do the calculations for driving and flying, but you don't have to. It's up to you. So at a minimum, pick one. Are you driving or flying? So again, if you are driving, how far is it from your house to your destination miles? And I think I will put here like some sort of calculator for that. So I'm probably going to do MapQuest. So I will have a MapQuest link here. And then how much is gas? And again, gasbuddy.com will calculate your costs. So you're going to have to find here, you're going to have to find the destination in miles first. And then once you get that, then you put how many miles in the gasbuddy.com. Again, gas is like, normally it's almost $3 a gallon. Usually it's hovering around $2.90. This is before, all the lockdown where nobody's traveling. And now gas is, gosh, I think I've seen it at $1.50. I mean, if you don't know, what that is, I haven't seen that in a long time. Very cheap. So maybe driving could be the way to go, but who knows? And you can only go by what you know today. Gas Buddy, it may change. Maybe the gas price will change, but you can only do what you know today. And then last is, what is the total gas for the trip? The gas cost of the trip. So, and again, reminder to include miles to your destination and back. Remember, you have to come back. All right. So guys, take your time. I really am looking forward to seeing these projects. Ask your teacher if you have any questions about day 1. Are you going on vacation? And again, we have 2 more days after this. So make sure you guys are taking your time and giving some thought, because I want you guys to present these to your parents. I want to know their reaction. I want to know if they are excited about what you've done as far as the work and the vacation. All right, guys. See you tomorrow for day 2.